Good morning, you guys. It is Tuesday. Today I am going to be meeting my brand new primary care physician, which is totally exciting and terrifying at the same time. It's always a little bit intimidating going to see a new doctor, and seeing a new primary care doctor definitely takes the cake because he is going to have to go over all of my past medical records. That's going to be a lot. I hope he knows what he's getting into with me. We'll have to see. And apparently his nurse is taking out my stitches, which I'm super excited about. I'm wearing my I need to see your back shirt. It's business in the front, and then it is party in the back. I cannot wait to have those suckers pulled out. It's definitely a shirt that comes in handy quite a bit for me. But of course I have like a flannel and like a scarf to try to kind of modest it up a little bit. I don't think I have to flash my entire back to the entire waiting room. Anyway, so right now I am just setting up my bag of feeds for the day, getting all my braces on, and then we gotta head out. I do all of my own setup and stuff like that. And actually, so you guys have been saying, why don't you and your mom learn to access your port so you don't have to have a nurse come every time? And I've talked about why we haven't done that in the past, but we did decide that we wanted to at least know how to do it in case we run into like problems like that again where we just can't find someone who can access it. I would prefer for me to do it myself. That's just my personal preference. Remember, I'm a control freak. We already know that. So yesterday when Kayla was here, she gave us both our very first lesson on the road to accessing myself, which was how to put on sterile gloves and keep a sterile field, which is super, super important when you're accessing a port or really any central line. Even though I'm used to taking care of all of my own feeding stuff and my port care in general, this is still a challenge for me. And it's going to always be a challenge for me because you have to understand that because I'm fused, I can't see down. If something is flat on a table, I cannot see it unless it's like pushed quite a ways away from me. I actually do most things in life completely blind and do it by feel, but when it comes to something like this where it needs to be completely sterile, feeling around is not an option. And then the way that I usually get around having to work at a table is by wearing my glasses that have mirror prisms in them. You've seen them before. I call them my lazy glasses. You put them on, and instead of seeing straight forward, you see straight down. Those maybe would be a good tool for part of the accessing process, but then I wouldn't be able to look in a mirror and see my chest and properly put the needle in. I'd have to take the glasses off, which means I would no longer be sterile. So it's really going to be a big learning curve, and we're gonna have to figure out how to make it work for my specific needs. Because I tell you, even getting sterile gloves on was not easy, especially because I can't really wear my splints under gloves, and as soon as these things come off, my hands are like useless noodles. Which, speaking of, so I ordered a replacement for that ring splint, and then the woman we were staying with actually found my original one. So I have two of that one now. Now I have both pinkies splinted, and I'm already noticing a huge difference. Since getting it, I've dropped like 50% fewer things. So that's really great. I always wanted to splint both pinkies, but it's kind of expensive, so I only splinted one. But this was kind of an excuse to splint both, and I'm really glad I did that. Hey guys. Okay, so I just got back from my appointment. I am sitting on the floor because if I sit in bed, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I really wanted to talk to you while I still have everything fresh in my mind. First of all, I got my stitches out. Woohoo! It feels a lot better. It doesn't feel like it's pulling every time I move. I'm definitely gonna have a very interesting scar, but I can insert a picture for those of you who are super nosy like me. The appointment was interesting. I don't know how I feel about the doctor. First, I really, really liked him. Then after we left and my mom and I were kind of talking it over in the car, I was like, I don't know if this is the right fit. He only has 2 other EDS patients, so he doesn't really know much about EDS like I thought he did. He said, you know, wow, I thought my other patient was complicated, but this is nothing compared to you. So this is new territory for him. And we threw a lot at him. So he did really well for how much information he had to take in. I liked that he was super straightforward and he said what he meant, and he told me like straight up that we may not always agree, but then when we were reflecting on it, it was like, well, we don't really want another doctor that we have to feel like we have to present our case to. I don't think I phrased that right. Like, my primary right now, she really doesn't know EDS either. She is a bit over her head with some of the complications I have, but she trusts that my specialists know what they're doing, and if I need something from her, she will write the script or order whatever it is. This doctor, it's kind of more of a gamble. Like, he would question it a lot more. And I like that he had a lot of questions, and he questioned me a lot. But then we just keep thinking, like, do we really want someone who's going to question every decision, who doesn't really understand the condition? I mean, he outright said that he disagrees with the methods of some of the specialists and EDS doctors that I've seen. He thinks that they are too liberal with surgery or too liberal with medication. I didn't feel like that was a fair assumption because it was only based off of 2 other patients. He actually made a lot of assumptions, and he was wrong quite a bit, but he had kind of a know-it-all attitude, which we don't really have a whole lot of patience for. So that was a negative. And oh, he doesn't understand mast cell and the dysautonomia. And so he's going to be trying to get me off of things like he would for a normal patient, and I'm not really a normal patient. Plus, he only works on Tuesdays and Fridays, which are my PT days. And another thing is he didn't really seem super willing to take Trisha's word or to talk to her, because I was kind of like, yeah, my physical therapist is kind of like my main connection. I know that maybe you aren't used to working with physical therapists, but she's really knowledgeable, and I feel like that would be a useful connection to make. And he was like, so I was a little turned off by that, because I don't like it when doctors turn up their noses at therapists, because some of these therapists really know what they're doing. They work super closely with their patients, and why would their input not be important? That was another negative. I don't know. I am just not going to decide on it tonight. I'm going to take my meds, I'm going to hook up to my saline, and I'm going to take a nap. Hello you guys, I am just getting home. It is Wednesday. I just had my pre-op appointment for my knee surgery at the end of the month. Alright, hold on, let me go sit down and talk to you. Okay, well hi. So I just got back, like I said, from my pre-op appointment, and it went really, really well. I was a little bit nervous because, let's face it, I'm a little bit intimidating, and I figured that when I showed up to a pre-op with like a neck brace and a whacked out jaw and just all of these allergies, that I was gonna somehow scare them away. Because honestly, like, the last thing an anesthesiologist wants to see is someone with a neck brace and a jacked up jaw. Just makes their job a lot harder. And so I figured that might be like an issue. Nope, everyone was super great. We were there for like 3 hours. We saw like 2 or 3 doctors, 2 nurses, and everyone was so nice. They answered every question, and they spent so much time with us. And they were just like, if you have any questions at all, or if, you know, something comes up, or like you need to add something to the file, let us know. I mean, like, it was a completely different experience than any of my pre-ops have been in the past, especially because I've never had a pre-op that was like so thorough with an anesthesiologist. I really only had like the anesthesiologist come down while I was already being prepped for surgery and then come talk to me. It was just really nice to talk about everything ahead of time. And so we've decided that they will be using the same method of intubation that we ended up using for my neck surgery. They will be doing it through my nose, and I will be conscious-ish while they insert it, and then I will be put out I'll also be doing a nerve block in my hip region, the top of my leg, to try to manage some of the post-op pain, which is good. We're gonna find out what my surgeon used when he did the nerve block in my shoulder. That way we're not giving me any kind of medications that I haven't had right before surgery, because we wouldn't want me to like start a reaction and have to cancel. So everyone was just really understanding, and yeah, I'm pretty set for surgery. Okay, well, I have medicine I have to go take, so I'm gonna do that and I will check in with you guys later. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, look at my amaryllis plant. Holy moly. I can't believe how tall it is. This is literally a campfire stick, like a s'more stick that my dad had to tie it to. I can't believe how much it grew while I was gone. I wonder if it's still going to flower. And the huge surprise is this is my old amaryllis, the one that did flower. And I figured after they flowered, they just died. But it's growing again. I don't know how many times they regenerate. That's kind of amazing. Looks like most of my succulents made it. They killed off a few of them, but I think that they were going to die anyway. They were a bit frostbitten from their journey, but they've grown so big that I think I have to kind of replant some of them. Hello you guys, welcome to my kitchen. I bought this t-shirt online and I thought it was super cute and described me perfectly. This is one of my favorite Disney movies. I feel like The Emperor's New Groove is like really underrated when it comes to Disney movies. Definitely I think top 10. But it's just like really stiff. I cut the sleeves off already. It was a t-shirt. It was like one of those like boxy ones. So I like it better as a tank top, but it's still really stiff. So I went on Pinterest and it said that if you put a quart of water with half a cup of salt and you let it sit for 3 days and then wash it, it gets like softer. I don't know, but I can't use fabric softeners because I'm allergic. I'm gonna give this a try. Anyway, I've just had a nice chill night. I've been watching musicals, which I found is just the thing that makes me the most happy. I've been feeling, I don't know, like the last few days especially, but the last week, I just haven't been feeling myself. And I just think it's all of these med changes. I've been on tramadol 3 times a day for probably like a year since my last surgery, I think. And ever since I was in the hospital for surgery, I haven't been having that same dose consistently. They took me off it completely in the hospital to put me on the morphine. And then I was on the morphine for a while. Obviously, I've been trying to get off that. So I've only been taking 1 dose of tramadol a day at night. And it's really messing with me. Like, I just haven't felt myself. And I looked it up, and apparently tramadol is known for causing like mood side effects too when you're withdrawing from it, which makes total sense because I just like, I don't know if it's anxiety, I'm just not used to this feeling. I just feel like really antsy and like I don't want to do what usually makes me happy. I don't want to like answer text messages and talk to people. Like I just want to like, I don't know. Also don't want to be alone at the same time. Like, just feel weird and not myself. And musicals are the only thing that cheers me up. So that's what I've been doing. And it's the best medicine. Anyway, let me pour the water in for this shirt. And also, I'm super excited. So they just announced where the EDS learning conference is going to be this year, and it's going to be in Baltimore, which you guys know I'm in Maryland all the time. I can coordinate my appointments around it. It's going to be August 2nd through the 4th, and I hope you guys are going because I'm planning on going and I'm so excited. I want to meet as many of you guys as possible. It'd be awesome if we could do like a meetup, but if not, I'll just tell you guys like on my Instagram story or whatever where I'm sitting or which conference I'm at, and like hopefully you can find me. The days of the conference are usually really busy and it starts super early in the morning, which I know we're not usually like morning people, so sometimes it's hard to plan stuff during the conference, but maybe like the day after or like the day that it's ending. Let me know if you guys would be interested in doing a meetup. Salt. I am the shortest one in this household. Like, people say that I'm not short, and I know I'm not short. I'm 5'4.5", but compared to everybody else in my household, I'm short, and therefore cannot reach like the top 2 shelves that everybody else can reach. Salt. I literally feel like I'm pickling my t-shirt. Alright, and I just let it sit in here for 3 days. See what happens. Hello you guys, it is Thursday and I think that I am going to be filming a new video for you guys in a few minutes. It's going to be more of like a story time video because even though I vlog my life weekly, I feel like there are parts of my story that have kind of gotten left out since you guys kind of came in after it happened, and it might help to make other things make sense a little bit more. So I kind of wrote up a script. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it, but I'm gonna try. I feel like I've done all of the crocheting that I should be doing right now, so I need to be doing something else, and why not talk to you guys? You know that you've become a crazy crocheter when you start crocheting a bra. I was like, no, I have to do something else. I just hope that I have the energy to actually film the video once I get everything set up. It takes a while to get the tripod and the camera and everything just set up perfectly, and I don't really have a lot of energy, but I'm putting on makeup as an incentive to make myself do something. I just finished filming a little story time video for you guys, and now I'm exhausted. I think that's like the longest I've sat up in quite a while. Oh, my ring is caught in my hair. That was a long story. I'm glad I finally got that filmed though. At some point I have to get that edited. I don't know when that's going to go up. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry for making you yawn. Tomorrow is physical therapy and I'm really excited. I haven't been back since surgery or since being home. My hips and SI joint are going to be so happy. I feel like my lower body is gonna need all the TLC it can get, especially now that we're probably gonna miss next Friday because we'll be down in Virginia, and then I still have the surgery on my knee coming up at the end of the month. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys a little bit before I headed off to bed. I'm really tired, but the good kind of tired. The kind of tired that you earn. I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy International Women's Day. I've met some of the most amazing, strong women you could possibly imagine through all of this. And I just love them all so dearly. Guys, hold on to those female friendships in your life. Those strong women and those good role models. They don't always come around that often. I feel like I finally have like a good group of girls in my life that see things the way I see them, and I really just have a loving and trusting relationship with. But it takes a long time to build those relationships, and sometimes they can be few and far between. So just make sure that you are showing appreciation to some of the awesome ladies in your life. Alright guys, we are on the way to PT and I am so excited. This is my first appointment since having surgery and it is desperately needed. We're having a little daddy-daughter day. Which is really nice because my dad and I actually don't get to spend a whole lot of time together alone. Or time together really at all. Since we're kind of on these crazy schedules and traveling so much. My mom didn't get enough sleep last night. My sister's not feeling well, so it's us two today. My appointment today is supposed to be a little bit longer because what they did was they discharged me and then they're taking me on as a new patient with a new PT script. I'm not quite sure that what the benefits are of that or if it's just like what they have to do when you have surgery. But I just get an extra long appointment today, so I'm not mad about it. Also, look at how cool my leggings are. They're zebra print. I found them on the American Eagle website. I don't know if they still have them. I think they were on clearance because I usually don't buy anything unless it's on sale. But I thought they were super cute and they're really comfortable. I feel so much more human now. I can't even believe it. I mean, thank you, Trish. Oh my goodness, like I just had such bad muscle spasms and tight muscles in my face and in my neck and down my back. My SIs were out of place, my hips were out of place, my knee was not doing so hot, and I feel like she just put me completely back together. But at the same time, I'm thoroughly exhausted. She was kind of like, what the heck did they do to your face? Like she said, like the bones in my nose and in like my face was just kind of like off. And I was like, well, that's what the dentist said. Like everything is off, I swear. And so she did like some really, really gentle little maneuvers and I felt like all of a sudden I felt like vertigo and I felt really dizzy. But then everything got so much better and like a lot of the tension went away and she was like, yeah, we have a lot of work to do. So yeah, I don't know, I guess I'm still dealing with intubation complications, but you know, it comes with the territory. That was definitely worth it. Long day, long drive. It's great to spend some time with my dad and just talk though, so not so bad. Oh, and oh my goodness, I should totally mention, I'm not doing like physical therapy, like exercises and moving around. That is way too much for me right now. I am still working on sitting up for more than like 15 minutes. My physical therapy consists mostly of manual therapy. I never leave the table. It's like a really gentle massage. Puts all my joints and everything back into alignment. Don't worry, I'm not being crazy or reckless or anything like that. I promise. I'm probably one of the most cautious people you will ever meet in your life. Okay guys, I actually did it. I literally just designed and crocheted the most impractical bra in the entire world. Or I guess maybe crop top, but I would never wear something like this. I have no idea why I made it. Maybe if I took this and I sewed a skirt on, I could make it into a dress. That would be cool. That would be a little bit more modest, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I want to show this much back. I think I've reached my insanity point with this one. Okay guys, well I am headed off to bed. I have earned it. But I thought I would just check in and tell you guys. So I had finally decided that I wasn't going to stay with that new primary care physician that I just met. It was just like I have so much going on and I just really didn't want to start over. I wasn't quite sure the personality fit perfectly and I was just more comfortable staying at my old practice with my old doctor. And we just got word back through an email that their practice will not take me back. And I had already talked to this other guy and told him that I wouldn't be seeing him. So now I am awkwardly stuck. I have to get a new primary care, I guess, but I have to find one who's willing to take my case on. And it's just like a whole
another thing to do now. It's just really bad timing. I'm about to have a surgery. I need a primary care. All my meds are currently being prescribed through primary care. So I have to somehow get those prescribed. I guess there's one more doctor in that practice who is taking patients. So on Monday, we're going to be calling them and seeing if she will see me, or I don't know, begging if my old doctor will take me back. I don't think it's that she didn't want me and it's not personal, but I think that she was trying to just cut down her schedule after having kids, and I'm pretty complicated even though I never ever come into the office. We pretty much ask for a lot of scripts and a lot of things ordered, and you know, she has to do a lot of paperwork, I guess, with all of the surgery stuff. So, like, I get it, but I really just needed, like, one constant in my life, and that's why I decided to stay with her. But she decided she didn't want to stay with me. So, that's a real bummer. But I literally cannot worry about it right now. I just have to keep moving forward.
Okay, well, this shirt has been marinating in this brine for 3 days now. I guess it's time to take it out and wash it and see if anything happened. Okay, well, the t-shirt is out of its brine and we gave it a good washing. Now it's dry. And let's see, I mean, it really does feel softer. It's not like it's super soft to the touch, but it's definitely not as stiff as it was. This decal is still pretty stiff, but like the neckline and stuff are a lot more slouchy, which is nice. I should have taken a before picture before I cut off the sleeves, but really this is just one of your like run-of-the-mill, bulky, kind of stiff t-shirts. I'm really happy with the results. I think it's so cute and I can't wait to wear it. Kuzco's like one of my favorite Disney characters. So I guess if you want to like soften your t-shirts, I recommend this method. It was just 1 quart of water and a half a cup of salt. Let it sit for 3 days and then wash it. Good morning, internet family. It is Sunday. I don't usually vlog on Sundays. It's usually my editing day, but today is kind of special. I am going to a fashion show. My cousin Taylor is in it and I'm so proud of her, so I can't wait to go see it. And it's a charity fashion show. So this year, all of the proceeds are going towards a local charity that helps gay and transgender youth in the community. So we're super excited to go support my cousin and go support some friends. We've been before. My sister was actually in it a few years back. She killed it. My sister is a born model. I've always said I was born to be on the other side of the camera. Kind of funny how life works, right? Here I am, sitting in my room filming myself. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just getting ready to touch up my hair. So like my hair is naturally curly. I took a shower last night and this is just what it looks like when it dries. But like 5 minutes into the day, I so much as blink and the curls just frizz up and fall. So I'm gonna like try to take a small curling iron and just reinforce the curls a little. Apparently someone was making a smoothie. So anyway, I gotta get ready and I have no idea when I'm gonna edit this. So what's happened is we were supposed to drive down to Virginia on Tuesday to go to my dentist to go pick up my jaw splints, have them fitted. So we're planning on, my appointments are Wednesday and Thursday, and then we drive home Thursday. But we're about to get a huge snowstorm and it's gonna be especially bad on Tuesday, which is when we were planning to drive. So it looks like we're gonna have to leave tomorrow, which means when I get home from this, I have to pack all my stuff and then somehow get my video edited. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but we'll see. I did get the storytime video that I filmed a few days ago, like edited and ready for upload on, I scheduled it, I believe, to go up on Wednesday. I haven't even started editing this week's vlog, so oops, I'm in trouble. Oh well, gotta live my life. Also have to figure out how to get my port access before we leave. She usually comes Monday nights and now we need she'll probably have to come at like 5:30 tomorrow morning on her way to work. Alright, I gotta go before my curling iron burns down the house. Okay, so here is the finished makeup look. I feel like I ended up just like slapping on a ton of products and then taking most of it off. I am definitely not a makeup guru, but I think I look semi-decent. I like that my eyelids are sparkly. And now I'm trying to figure out what to wear. And like figuring out what to wear to a nice event is really hard when you know you have to be like in the neck brace and the knee brace and everything. Plus I have the feeding tube and I gotta figure out where I'm gonna run that from. But you can't live your whole life in leggings and sweaters, no matter how hard I try. I ended up going with this little shift dress, but then it was too short, so I layered like another little dress underneath it, and then I just have like black tights on. And so like this dress has this like cute keyhole detail with this little button here. Can't see it. Darn brace, ruining my fashion. Oh well, it's not about me. I'm not in the show. Tonight was so fun. Oh my gosh, that was a really awesome fashion show. I'm totally blown away by some of the just amazing creativity, and especially, I mean, these were like amateur designers, but they knocked it out of the park. It was so amazing, and some of these designers were like in their teens. It was just really amazing. And of course my cousin rocked it, and it was all for good cause. No matter how you feel about various things, I think that we can all agree that we should be taking care of the youth in our community. And this is what this organization is trying to do. It's trying to create a safe place for everybody. Nobody, especially a child, belongs out on the streets no matter what. And so I am super proud to support any charity who is willing to help out in that. I will leave all the details both for the fashion show and for the charity that they were benefiting this year, Bagley, just in case you guys want to check it out. And with that, I am signing off for the week. I am totally exhausted, and now I have to wake up early tomorrow morning, get my port accessed, and then we are driving all the way to Virginia. Yay! We're supposed to be leaving on Tuesday, so I have all of Monday set aside for video editing and all that stuff. And then find out there's going to be a snowstorm. Alright, change of plans, driving Monday. So, I don't know if this video is going to be going up on a Monday. It's probably at least Tuesday when you're seeing this. And I'm really sorry about that. But it couldn't be helped. These situations are always so last minute with me. And I had plans today. So hopefully you guys don't mind, and I'll see you next week, this week, every week,
I love you guys. I feel stupid just even saying this at the end of every video, but how else are you supposed to close out a YouTube video? If you like it, like it. If you want to see more, there happens to be a button to subscribe. Good night and goodbye.